Good morning. Good morning. First day back to work after a long weekend. Here we go. Doesn't look a bit too bad outside. Clear skies again. What a weird winter we're having. I've seen the sun a lot. Not normal. Lots of snow and seeing the sun. Meet with the boys tonight. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to do revamped podcast. I'm worried we're putting too much effort into it, and that we're going to shoot one episode and then give up. But I don't think so. I think everybody's spirit is high. We want to put something out there with a little bit more production value, but it's just us hitching bits. We'll see. Oh my god, my shorts keep running up. Sorry. I might just have to just gonna do what they're gonna do. Now I understand Blake's shorts. They're not skimpy for no reason. They're skimpy because if they're short, they can't ride up because they're already ridden up all the max manufacturer will add. All right, I forget what we were at. We were trying to do our distance challenge, but maybe I'll give that up in favor of doing the interval workout right at the end. That was intense, but it was good. It was good. Felt good. You know, you're scared of something, and then you're like, oh, this is it. But we did it. 8 rounds. 4 rest, 4 go. Actually, I think it was 8 rounds. 8 go. 8 rest. But that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Actually, I think that was it. I'm losing my mind. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, it had to have been 8. Anyway. sloppy morning. Groggy. Didn't want to get on the bike, but I gotta force myself. Holiday weekend. Had a nice rest. Well, I was on yesterday, but something about yesterday I got to sleep in a little, so getting back to my normal sleep. Slightly abnormal sleep. Waking up a little bit early so that I don't mess up my commute. Maybe I'll push it back though, because maybe having it good and close is fine. Just light a fighter under my butt to not waste time getting ready in the morning. Will I use this extra half hour wisely? Probably not. Will I end up just leaving around the same time? Maybe this first day. Need to work on my breathing. Something about like figuring out how to breathe when working out. It sounds like such a stupid thing. That's like kind of important. I always forget to breathe when it's like cardio things. It's hard. You just gotta find right rhythm. You don't want to hyperventilate, but deep in, deep out. It's so much easier when you're lifting weights because you have so much more control over your rhythm, I guess. And then for weightlifting, it's so much easier because you do like exhale as you're pushing up, inhale as it's coming down. Dead ass simple. But for like cardio, when I'm on this thing, you're always pushing. Is it every time I push down on the pedal? Because then I'd be like, it's too fast. I don't know what to hook onto for my breathing rhythm. Maybe every two. It's still too fast. I need to like imagine a song or something. A song that matches my like cadence of pedal currently. I need to find really slow songs that go 45 RPM or 50 RPM. I think my speed now, which feels like a good pace, is actually pretty slow. 51 RPM. Need to get that up there. But again, I'm doing an hour. So I feel like a lot of people's ideas are like, oh, you do cardio for like 10, 20 minutes. So I need to find like distance bike runners. Like, what do they do? What's a comfortable, casual speed? I love that with the like 5Ks or 10Ks or any kind of race. You get those people who are like first time, and everyone has the same like mentality. It's just like, wow, I'm in first. Like they just sprinted out right from the start, and they don't have a concept of like, oh yeah, this is 3 miles or more. And then they gassed out after the first minute. And they're just like hands on hips walking. It's like, yeah.
Bulkbogan official said, "Look guys, look."
What's up, Bulkster? Yeah,
Is
it's Iron
Man.
Man. Oh, wait a second here. Good morning. I just need to turn up the sound here. All right, that should be good now. Good morning, Bulkster. I found a stockpile of good chase gifts, but they all have Batman and Robin in front of them. But you know what? I'm okay with that. It's like having a workout group. I'm running with them. I'm running in fear for my life. You know, it still holds up to this day. The Terminators look creepy. It's like scary.
It seems that effects of the Shrek paint have been transmuted onto the plants.
Yeah, I see that. Right over there, yeah. I might have spilled a little bit of the Shrek paint. That's good, though. That means they're nice and green. Oh, it's got a weird, like, fly paper thing.
Who is that freak near a pot plant?
This guy? Little Tanuki Mario. Or this guy? Basketball M&M. Or even hidden. I got like a weird arc of fun characters.
Super duper got gam Mario.
And very hidden is my top banana award.
Hot take: Mario 3 is worse than World.
I agree with that. World is like pinnacle. You know, Mario 3 started to play with the idea of like secret worlds and like secret levels. And Super Mario World is like, oh, you went through an exit? Here's a whole secret damn island. It's like, oh, damn.
My problem with Mario 3 is the same as GTA 4.
What is that?
Why it's all brown.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good question. world, much more colorful. Like the different biomes, the secrets were cooler. Star World, shortcuts, the different switches to make you go back and replay. They had it like all figured out. That was like pinnacle side-scrolling Mario. Soundtrack was better. Bosses, it had all the Koopa Kids. It had dinosaurs, those stupid Triceratops bosses, but something really fun about that. Just like, whatever. It changes it up. Bowser had like a Las Vegas style castle for some reason. I don't think that's controversial at all. I think a lot of people would agree. Super Mario World had a lot of stuff too where it's just like, no way. Like the Ghost Castle shortcuts. I remember feeling like, wow, really discovering something. Even though it's like literally the only other path in the level. Just follow it and you're rewarded. And then finding out that blue Yoshis, like if they eat a shell, they can fly. Flying in the game was like, the damn cape. Cape is amazing. I wonder if they knew how broken Cape was. That you could, like, infinite fly. Yeah. Super Mario World. Basis for all these, like, Kaizu, Mario. Insane. The rainbow shells. Yeah, it had just so many things. I would love to be like, again, I wish I had my like crystal ball. I could go through time and just see how these guys were working. Like when you make something amazing, you know, what got cut, what got pitched, what was everyone on top of their game? Was somebody making the cape going kind of slow? Was he getting yelled at? You're spending too much time on the cape. What happened? I feel
to be a fly on the wall when Shigeru Miyamoto invented gaming.
Yeah. You could just see him staring at Mario fixing a toilet. And he's like, man, who dropped a bunch of logs? And he says, I don't know, Mario. These Goombas gotta go. And then the lights just, the neurons firing off. Huh? And his first idea was just like shit going in and out of pipes. He's like, no, that's not what's fun about this. Yeah, it's so interesting because that original Mario game, like with the pipes and like the 3 or 4 levels or whatever and stuff going in and out of the pipes, that was like a normal game, like a normal arcade game. You were like competing with like Pong and other shit that was just like very micro game, like WarioWare shit. But that's all anybody knew. And then like Super Mario Bros. 1 was like, oh shit, there's like a story in this game, multiple levels. Like, it was such a jump. It's pretty dang amazing. A lot of power-ups, a lot of good game design to hack your brain into being the tutorial level. That one world has been like dissected to hell, and people are like, oh my god, this is designed like perfectly. Teaching it to jump and about power-ups and running jump and jumping over ledges. I remember one of the first game jams I ever did. I was trying to make like I don't even know what I was doing, like a weird Mega Man clone. I got shooting and running and everything. And I was having a hell of a time getting jumping working. It was like the final place I left it at, he had this weird moon jump. So you like had to kind of like over jump stuff, fall, and then use your vertical. I was like, why is this so hard? And I tweaked the hell out of it. You look up tutorials and stuff, and you make it worse, and you make it better, and you make it worse again, and then it's worse than how it started. And now it's like so complicated that you can't change it. Every time I've tried to do like complicated jump logic to improve things, I've always just ruined it. But I'm trying. That's like I feel like that's an art. That should just be like a whole master's program at a university, is jumping in video games. Get my master's in jumping in video games. For that, you really need like a gray box level. You need to know when you change one little thing, how much did it actually change the vertical? How much did it change the falling speed? So you get those like, if you see like early game demos, they have that like huge debug screen with like 8,000 numbers on it. It's like you need to know. You need to have it like that honed in.
And then in 200s they gave Mario a sick-ass tribal tattoo.
Yeah. Isn't it kind of weird after all this time? Mario's like still top. Everything else is like come and gone kind of. But Sonic and Mario. The problem though is like Mario's been like higher quality with the games too. Sonic is just like,
To know I'm Mega Man
who knows
fan.
what happened.
I know my place.
Oh, Mega Man fan. Yeah, there you go. Mega Man, I feel like, is taking some dips and rises. Mega Man X, really, really good. Pinnacle of the series, and then I don't know if Mega Man 9 is like the modern retro one, right? But Mario's always been front runner, and Zelda is like the more ambitious. But always feel like number 2. Again, this is like the stuff I want to watch documentaries on. I want to watch documentaries on the A-Team for the Mario franchise and the A-Team for the Zelda franchise. It's got to be a lot of the same guys that are just top tier. When Miyamoto dies, is the franchise going to just take a big giant shit? Are we going to see like Mario Call of Duty? Because we're desperate for money. Shigeru was the idea man, and now we're desperate. Mario's in Fortnite.
Finally.
Mario I guess they already
2.
have Mario Minecraft. Finally, Mario 2. Yeah. This water bottle that they give you for the bike is way too small. I guess I'm at halfway, but I'm really trying to ration it. Maybe I drink too much water. I don't think so, though. You can see... Oh, you can't really see it. But the voodoo lily is like from the pot to like the top of Robin's head. That thing is big, and boy does it stink. Smells like a pile of ground beef just left out getting warm. But like scary ground beef, like you'd be like, you should throw that away. Sun's coming out. Feels good. Something about just watching the sun come up. Just feels good. I've never like looked at a sunrise and been like, shit. With a sunset you get, because everything becomes just like pitch black, and you're like, oh fuck. It got really dark. We turned out all the lights. But sunrises, always good. If you can see them. I guess the bad part about a sunrise is if it's like cloudy and you're like, huh, well, that sucks. Can't see it. Can't really see it. These guys are a little droopy. Everything else doing pretty well though. Snake plant perked up again. I feel like as soon as they start to sag, you just give them a nice long bath and then let them dry out again and then put them right back on the shelf. Isn't it weird that like cactuses and they just don't need that much water, but they still grow like big? I don't know. What the hell is that? Why? Is it because they don't like fruit? They just min-max into doubling down on giving themselves those nutrients. I guess in relativity, succulents, they kind of just like stay the same. They don't like grow as much as like a flower or like that snake plant has maybe grown like an inch since I got it. Probably more than that, but like not super quickly. It's just really good at maintaining. I don't know. Interesting. No waste when it comes to a succulent here. What if I invented something right here? I always like to set myself up, like, ask a good question and then go, I can solve world hunger now. Make all plants just crossbred with a succulent. I'm too stupid to do anything life-changing. But I like to imagine it. I like to imagine a world where it's just like, yeah. Beer and wine.
They tried that in USSR in the 50s.
At the same time, it's a cure for cancer. They tried that in the 50s. Yeah, I feel like 50, 60.
Blindly combined potatoes and tomatoes.
Tobacco. I feel like there's something to that, though. I feel like most of the time you're going to get nothing. But there's like a chef YouTuber I watch. Can't remember who it is. But it's someone who will just like, all right, I'm going to take two ingredients I've never used together and put them together and try to make it taste good. And it's interesting. Like, most of the time, it's like, whatever. I won't make this again. But, like, I think you need that level of creativity to find the pinnacle, the new pinnacles. Sometimes you just need to mix peanut butter and steak or something, and I don't know. Find a new mountaintop. Because if you're always just doing, like, what you know is great, how are you going to find that thing that's way better? You got to try. And sometimes it just takes, like, brute force of, like, humanity, and a lot of people desperate to make it. It's almost like lottery level odds for
they made a cartoon
that's
about
actually
that.
Useful. They made a cartoon about that?
Rareole.
What? I gotta look this up.
Ratatouille.
Oh, Ratatouille. Okay. I've never actually seen Ratatouille. I just know he's on the guy's head, under the chef's hat, and for some reason, that guy has an exposed brain nerve ending where a rat pulling on his head controls him like a marionette. You know, that's an interesting thing. Why weren't there 80 Ratatouille movies? Maybe there are, I just don't know.
The game for it was peak, though.
There was a game? Of course there was, yeah. I wonder, yeah. That's like the opposite of the Mario A-Team or the Zelda A-Team at Nintendo. Where is the F-Team that has to, from the time a movie is announced, make a video game and make sure it's out by the time the movie's in theaters? What is that? It's like the shitty Toy Story game for like PS1. Who is cranking out these horrible, like Asylum level, but you actually get to use the branded material, but it's just bottom barrel. Goes into Walmart pile to just a big box of clearance games. I always thought, instead of doing that, like, take some time with it. Who cares if it comes out a little after the game, especially if you know the movie's going to be a banger. If the game is actually good, it will, like, self-reinforce. People go back and rewatch. I don't know. Movie studios just think, like, I want it all on one big paycheck. I want to jam as much stuff as I can sell because I'm doing so much marketing. That's there's probably something sick. Maybe they tried to do that for something and it just didn't work out. And they're like, making crap works because nothing, when you're spending that much in advertising already, you just got to take advantage. I don't know. I want to see Mickey 17 that comes out in March. That's Robert Pattinson in a Bong Joon-ho movie. That looks good. It's like whenever he dies, like a clone gets printed out and all his memories transferred into it. And then you go, that's interesting. And I like a movie where the preview like guesses. You're like, well, what if?
I think I'm finally ready to watch Dune.
Oh, there you go. Dune was good. I get Zendaya kinda, not really, but I really don't get Timothée Chalamet. I don't know why he's in everything. He sucks. He's a spoiled brat. Why isn't he in these like Gucci commercials? It's so cringy just to see him in everything. I don't understand. He was in a Wes Anderson movie. Like, he's living the damn life. Like, what is this, like, Hollywood plant person that I just don't, like, I don't know. With such a stacked cast. And why also was Christopher Walken in Dune? That was just confusing. Were they just throwing him a bone? Was Christopher Walken just, like, had a low day rate or something?
Xbox 360 controller mods on YouTube.
No way. Timothée Chalamet? Really? I felt hook, line, and sinker for that if you're bullshitting me, but what a weird, if that's true. And they like gave him a starring role in Dune, like this huge. They clearly put a lot of money into it, and everyone else in the movie is really good. Like Javier Bardem and.
All true.
Oh, okay. Wow, what a weird world. And then he's like doing weird magazine interviews with Martin Scorsese. It's like, what is going on? Am I living in a cuckoo clock right now? I just don't get it.
To know I haven't seen him anything.
Yeah. You're better off. He sucks at everything. I don't understand.
He's young and attractive, that's the thing.
I guess. Same with Zendaya. It just seems like she's bored in every movie I've seen her in, which is not many, but it's like, this is good acting. And then seeing them try to have like a serious scene in Dune, it's like, this is weird. It's embarrassing. Why did they keep going with the movie with these two? If the I guess looks have a lot to do with it. Like for Solo, the guy who looked exactly like young Harrison Ford, I guess he couldn't act his way out of a paper bag, and they had to like fly in like acting coaches and like halt production so he could work on. Man, how bad did that guy have to feel though? This whole movie production is halted because I can't. It's not only
And he
my
was
bad,
all right in other movies.
I'm so bad that they're. He was all right in other movies? I don't know. I guess I've only seen, like, I think he's in Asteroid City or something, or... I mean, I guess I wasn't upset until he was in Dune. I guess I was like, whatever. You know, he's just another guy in this movie. He's all right. He doesn't offend. I guess I was most offended when I saw him in a starring role in Dune. That's where I like questioned everything. So I guess I'm being too harsh, but at the same time, not a starring man at all. But for some reason, got a huge movie.
Well, you know, Robert Pattinson was also hated for Twilight movies.
You know, he pulled his way out of it, though. That guy
and turned out
like,
to be a good actor.
Yes, yeah. Robert Pattinson's actually good, though. Now, that's someone I understand. That's someone who really pulled themselves out of it. Like... You just got to be like, I'm going to take a scale movie, earn minimum wage, and do like something completely different. Anything to get me out of being the Twilight guy and being in rom-coms for the rest of my life. Oh, here comes the sun. Oh, God. Now I get the hiccups, too. Look, the sun is like... I'm like direct lined up with it. Oh, Robert Pattinson is a good actor. Timothy Chalamet needs dog.
You know what kinda okay actor I really like?
Of Jay.
Ewan
Who's that?
McGregor.
Ewan McGregor, yeah, that's a good one. And you know, not including anything Star Wars. He was good in a lot of stuff before that. You know, I didn't really like the prequels. And it's kind of like it. That's a little curse hanging over him. But everything else he was in. Yeah, that's a good one. What did I just watch? I watched Madeline.
He was the best part of prequels, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, he really gave it his all. Like, I was like, damn, Ewan's got some chops. He's really selling it because Hayden Christensen is definitely not. And then, I really like, what's up, Zato? Chris Cooper. Another, like, kind of a, he's more of a character actor, but he's getting some good stuff.
He drove on a motorcycle around the world. Even stopped in my nowhere town.
Oh, wow. Ewan McGregor? Interesting.
Thank you for the follow, Zato SV.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Zato. We're talking about underrated actors and actresses. I don't know, there's just like so many character actors that have been in everything. Oh my god, the sun is blinding. I'm like completely blown out. It couldn't be more hyper-focused right on my face. Who was Qui-Gon? What was that guy's name? I only remember him as like Oscar Schindler and
Name
Dark
an
Man.
actor,
Name an actress. Tilda Swinton. Very, very good. She does a lot of stuff. She does a lot of weird stuff, but I appreciate that because you can tell she's like taking risks. Brie Larson was like good in The Room, but then like I don't know.
Quick
after
Jin
that,
was Liam Neeson.
felt like she skyrocketed to success and kind of like then just gave up. Liam Neeson, yeah, I don't know why I was brain farting on that. Liam Neeson good, but then he was in Taken. There was 8 Taken movies. I just think it's funny that like Oscar Schindler became like they tried to make him an action star. Oh, that's so funny to me. Just thinking that's the same guy. Like from saving people to hunting people. There's just something really funny about that. Parker Posey. Oh, who's the lady in The Hateful Eight? Oh, God, that's on the tip of my brain. She's really good. She's been in a lot of stuff. I just saw her in The Hudsucker Proxy. That was a great movie. I really like that. Except for the ending was a little bit cheesy, but you know. Nick Cage, I just like. Nick Cage and like Adam Sandler have very interesting, because they'll do these like cash grab movies, and then they'll do like really good stuff. It's like so bizarre. Like what? I mean, I guess an actor's got to work. Normally, when you taint your name, you're done, though. But somehow, those two have pulled themselves out by just, like, giving really amazing performances. Yeah, Robert Pattinson was in Good Times, which is just sad, really sad, but great performance. Who else? I'm just like thinking of A24 movies with people I'd like to see in other things. Who's that big dude from Train to Busan? The like big, he's like the South Korean, like, he's in all these action movies. That's one where I feel like, God, I wish he was in like, I wish he could like transfer into like Hollywood movies. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe he'd be like too small. People would just laugh him out of the theater. But he's cool. I just wish there was like a universal translator thing. You know, the Babelfish. If only. All right, last 8 minutes here. Do I want to do an interval right before? Maybe I'll do like a couple times. Maybe I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll do interval. I haven't psyched myself up enough to do it.
Thank you
Start
for the
puffing,
follow,
boy.
Ruka_Shroom.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Ruka Shroom. John Goodman, another good one. NPC competitor, what's that?
Not to be mistaken with Good Johnman.
Good Johnman. Oh, there you go. Hey. Well, I'm 5 times fat. I was 280, and now I'm in the 270s again. You know, getting it started. Yeah. Oh, okay, fancy. Yeah, I'm inspired by Lean Beef Patty and Sam Sulek. I'm like, man, I watch these TikToks all the time and I never do shit. So I built a home gym and no excuses. I live in Michigan. It's cold as hell outside. I ain't going to the gym in the morning. But here, Mr. Universe, yeah, here we go. Building it up. Good morning, Bowser's Big Bean Burrito. How's it going? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I used to be an amateur like power lifter. I have like super strong legs. My arms have always been weak, so I kind of want to even it out. But on the leg press, I was doing like 1350 was my like max. And I felt like I could have gone higher, but that's like the maximum amount of weights you can put on like a standard leg press machine. Like that's every pip with 45s on it. And I don't know. I didn't like doing that because my knees were starting to like feel weird. So I was like, I don't think I'll ever lift that heavy again. I'm not going to be... But I had, like, perfect form. And, like, people would gather around me in the mornings. I'd be like, what the hell? I couldn't do that with anything else, though. Oh, yeah. I worked out at the YMCA Detroit, and it's got some characters in it. Then they copy you in terrible. It's like, oh, yeah. Hey, I've shadowed other people and be like, damn. I don't know. I never felt that impressive on the leg press. I feel like everyone like looks at the people on the bench. Like, even though it's like, okay, it's just like your chest and your arm muscles. It's like, if you're putting up a lot of weight on the bench, people are like, oh. Like, even if it's not that much, it's still like, oh, nice. I'm trying to find one cheap on like Facebook Marketplace. I want to put it like right here. It's like, meanwhile, some guy's like crushing it. Imagine being a girl. Oh, yeah. Need a spot? No, not really. I'm going to spot you. Oh, thanks. Put your nuts right on my forehead. Or the one guy who would carry like the biggest dumbbell, like the hundreds or whatever your gym has. You're like, oh my God, I don't think that's ever been moved since they put that in there. Yeah, for guys, yeah, we get left the hell alone. But yeah, it's got to be rough as a lady in the gym. My wife goes to a gym downtown, and they have like a women's only section, which is like, that's kind of weird. But at the same time, it's like, you need that because it's otherwise you're getting like catcalled or stared at. Yeah, when I go into the gym, nobody talks to me. Like, the trainers are even just like, oh, there you go. That's smart. Just have some broken headphones. I sweat too much. I've, like, broken, like, several pair of headphones trying to, like, wear headphones while I, like, work out. And my sweat will, like, shoot directly into the electronics and break them. They don't anymore. They're scared, yeah. I like it though. I especially in the morning. I don't want to talk to anybody until I've like had my first cup of coffee at work, and even then. And then you get the guy who's like just blaring music on his phone. It's like, okay, thanks, buddy. We need to all hear your jams. Well, thanks for dropping in the morning. I do this every weekday. I used to do it every day for the first 40 so days. That's too much. I need to take a rest day. My legs were like cramping up pretty bad. So I took a rest day over the weekend. But yeah, 5 days a week. I'm trying to like mix in stuff. So, hey, whenever you can drop in, that's cool. Keep me company. it makes the time fly by having somebody to talk to. So, yeah, it felt amazing doing nothing this weekend. All right, there we go. All right, number check. Time an hour, distance 17.5 miles, calories 366. Let's see, will it tell me my average RPM if I just stop? Whatever. Average was like 45, 50. I could definitely go harder for that, but anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the new follows. Oh yeah, please. I've had trainers in the past, but I always need recommendations and stuff. So, thank you, Ricochet. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your days, and see you tomorrow morning. Bye.